problem for TLPH.
Let's go bang, game kedua bang ya.
Satisfied with just
Iya
locking in
cacak
the
tim
playoffs.
dikitnya
They
bang.
want to go for first or second seed. They want that X coming to the land of Dawn. It's
Let's
match
go,
point for the
let's go,
Northern
let's
Lights.
go.
Team Liquid Philippines are defending NC
Welcome
champions.
to Mobile
Could not
Legends.
Find any solid footing against the league #1, and they're holding on at match point.
This is going to be an interesting one to see how
Pakai
it
Yves dan
starts out
juga
again.
Sanjinya pakai hero kesukaan dia ya.
Yeah, that's my main concern. That you're just going to be fighting into that death
Yeah,
box
Juke
of
Sim.
Aurora. That's exactly what they want to set up around objectives. If they don't go for pickoffs or anything like that, they don't really need to. They can find around objectives.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough here for TLPH. Their win in the first turtle is an absolute must. By the way, Light is just
He's just there.
yeah.
He's still there.
He's messing up with the god of Gacha. He knows he wins that trade.
He's trying to get the Revitalize out or something maybe, but ultimately they're fine. Yeah, so this is the Team Kite's
yeah.
first time
Huh.
this
TL
season anyway.
TLPH have to do a lot with Phobius and Zushin, honestly, for their side. How to make the first turtle work in their favor. Problem is, how do you
Transportnya
do that against
pakai
Akai? Like he's one of the most
Phobius.
reliable turtle takers in the game.
Oh, wait.
Waduh,
They did it.
kenapa ini? Nge-lag bos.
Aurora did it.
What they do?
This is Lancelot at home. Akai plus Arlott.
Yep.
That's Unli Dash.
Nge-lag
Well,
bos.
up to a certain point, but you know.
Yeah, imagine pinning both the Phobius and Fredrin to a wall.
Dash,
Yeah.
dash, dash.
At Edward's gonna have to feed.
Unli Vengeance.
times.
Especially dangerous grass, by the way. So the objectives
true.
get even more deadly,
That's right.
or dangerous, if you will, around this composition that Aurora has.
I believe the term is dangerouser.
Yes, it's very dangerous.
Nah, I consider deadly.
Deadly. Deadly grass, dangerous grass.
Whoop.
DD grass.
Major presence from both sides here, down bottom. 3 apiece, with the mid lane still looking to
Tahap
clear
pertama
faster so they
sudah
can
muncul
rotate
di sana,
towards
Bang, ya.
the turtle.
Nah, the mid lane, bro.
Oh,
Masih
wait,
war
what
di
is
sini,
what are
2
they
lawan
going to do here? I don't think they can do anything yet. Even Edward has a final slash. They're not going to
Artinya
use it here
rumput.
as that turtle's up. They're already setting it up, though. Aurora's in position at TLPH. Round the corner, Carl Teasy will jump in. There's the
nice
RWM.
ulti.
No.
It's going to get the heavy spin out.
Whoa,
Carl
whoa,
Teasy
what?
will actually get the
Tapi
turtle,
yang dapat.
but they might lose some bodies here. A Spirit Destruction is going to come through. JP and Carl fall down. 2 kills for Aurora. Possibly looking for another, and it's double
rugi
for
dong
you.
banyak
So you might have
tempiannya.
gotten the objective, but you lose 3
Tiga
Aurora.
gol.
As impressive as that is, that's not the first time we've seen a Fredrin under a heavy spin
Yeah.
get the retribution. There are windows within that mini stun,
Yeah.
but again, it's still impressive and oppressive what Aurora is doing in the Liquid.
And that's usually the response against the Akai. But again, this does put a big problem for TLPH because you
Mati
lose
dong.
early game, mid game. Once again, becomes
Oh,
the
Masih ada
challenge.
Light.
Light? He's not getting away.
Lama kali 4 orang dong.
It's a good pickup, though, for TLPH. At least to get something in their hands over here, because, again, it was looking like you give Aurora too many of that, they're going to go ahead and just snowball again, just like they did in Game 1.
That is again the Northern Lights MO. Flawless early game that leads to an inevitable mid-game finish.
And now their next agenda for Aurora is make sure that Domikite gets the double lane. Every lane right now is guaranteed protection from Aurora. You see the rotations coming out from Light. He's just serving to protect the river for Domikite to cross.
That's so finesse, though, when you get to see Arlott played.
Oh my
And with this, I think Oheb might have to count on some of this help.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the Unbreakable. It's going to be charged up.
Finds the top.
A
kena
spear
stun
into
dong.
the wall, too, but a flicker from Domikite.
Masih
And he's
selamat,
still
bos.
alive.
Dikejar.
Domikite survives what he should have died, or he should have died, and even Light comes up a little bit just to hold the lane.
Cold-blooded escape. Domikite knew that he was not gonna die. He had the moves.
Those are the moves and grooves, man, right there.
Hampir loh.
Honestly, that's
Granger.
a little too conservative for Oheb. He could have committed for the flicker, got the trade, but they're going to be happy with the forced flicker from Domikite. But again, question is, can you actually stop them from taking the second turtle? Because if they still take this for Aurora, It might just be the Deathball once again.
Okay.
Whoa!
Oh, a flicker
Apa
in with
itu?
final slash. Again, under the turtle.
What?
Carl
Masih
Teasy will
dapat
get it.
kartunya.
A Spirit Destruction comes through.
Mas
Carl
koknya
Teasy,
masuk.
Appraiser's Wrath. They're going to fight it out anyway. Dominicite already getting
Oh,
killed.
Sanford?
They're so low. Sanford's in trouble now, too. JP jumps
paling
on
good up
Edward,
dito.
but he takes a shot as
Tapi
it's a
kalah.
double for
Kelebihan.
Dominicite. Again, the space, and it was only light that goes down.
Yeah, Yue with the position. He
Menang
turned to
di
the right
tackle doang.
side. He wasn't in the radar of TLPH, and he was
Sampai
able to
kalah.
slow down the other members of TLPH. They couldn't chase for more, and it allowed Dominicite to actually just free hit from the front lines.
And that's deja vu again, right? A favorable trade for Aurora for the turtle. I wonder how long this can go for Liquid, because if you told me that this would happen one more time for the final turtle and maybe again in the Lord, I'd say that's diminishing returns for the cavalry.
Yeah, I don't agree with this kind of decision making from TLPH, because you're losing the economy battle against Aurora, and you still have to worry about the mid-game power spike of Dominicite. Now he does have the Sky Piercer, I believe.
Yep.
There you go.
That's permanent
Sampai
damage.
strike
Again,
jadi.
turrets don't respawn.
Actually, he finished the Sky Piercer first before the
Yeah.
Hunter Strike. He knows how important the item is. He had the Sky Piercer even before the
ball
Hunter
mid-nya.
Strike.
I need my stacks now.
So,
Yeah.
so did he got, oh, hold on. There's a jump from JP. They're going to go for Edward. Edward trying to get away.
Nice
RWM drops the
ulti
final
dong.
slash going to be used too. They'll fight under the
Demon
turret
Knight.
anyway. They lock down JP with the heavy spin. Sanford's going to be next. They go in and get another kill. Looking for more. Turret is for the taking here in the mid lane. Rora again with 2 kills.
Bro, they is too clean.
Yeah. Final slash from Edward into Demonkite's open arms.
Look at that. Look at that standoff right there, man.
And now look at the problem. They have a Moskov. They can't fight. But the thing is, they can't even split push, because even if they do, Rora's just gonna brute
Apa
force
itu?
through these towers.
Carl?
What?
Gets a flicker. There's the SOD.
Ultinya di
I don't think
depan
you're going to
gitu.
want to follow up into 3. Light could be a trouble. It could be a sacrifice here, but he drops the Glorious Pathway. They'll go and focus on JP. JP's gone.
Nah, malah
and they're going to
dibalikin.
fight it in the mid lane again. They're still going to push it in even under the turret. Infernal Pursuit from Sanford. We'll go ahead and keep him at bay. Again, it's a trade
Lah,
for
itong kill lagi.
final slash from Edward. He's going to get Dark Wave, but Sanford has to flicker. But Carl's going to be next. As Dominicite picks up another kill, he's going to go for Sanji as well. He wants another stack. Got close, but it'll be Edward that takes out Sanji.
Seram gini
They forced a
Aurora.
trade here for TLPH. They thought they could fight Rora. Give space for Ohib to farm. Little do they know, Rora actually is willing to fight. They're willing
terakhir.
to get these stacks. They don't care if
Dua
you're
turtle
buying
dapat
time,
LPG
because
dong.
they're getting the numbers onto Dominicite. Edward with his Arlet is just so aggressive, serving up kills for Aurora.
And now the monkey paw curls. Finally, Aurora are able to punish Liquid for the prior unfavorable trades. The final turtle goes to the Northern Lights, up by 5,000 gold. You'll see that the early Sky Piercer is paying off. Dominicite got at least 3
Oh my goodness.
stacks from that prior, so he is playing with fire right now. Malefic Roar on this Granger.
756. That's how fast the Malefic Roar came for Dominicite. Look at that damage from this Granger. How do you
Udah
stop this if
mengerikan
you're Liquid?
gitu damage-nya
Man, I don't
Grangernya.
know. It's one of those
Masa
situations
2-0
again
Lion,
where even your
dibantai
tankier
2-0
dudes
loh.
are feeling the power, the threat of the Death Sonatas.
Golden
Even the
Staff baru
Rhapsodies
jadi
are hurting
untuk-
them, man.
Yeah. 2K
Ohebnya
gold
kapan
advantage
selesai itu
for
nanti?
Dominicite. This is, again, the mid-game
Masih agak lama.
momentum that we were talking about during the draft. TLPH, they got greedy with this Moskov pickup. They thought if they are able to halt Aurora's early game, they could find the farm. But every single time, Aurora just chooses to fight because they're a lot stronger. And they're winning these fights because of these final slashes from Edward into the RWM of Yue.
The complete other half of the arena is quiet. The cavalry knows it's dire straits for their team. Liquid is in a better state now than in game 1, but that is an understatement to what Aurora has done. They're up 6K, 9 minutes in. I don't think Liquid can even
Nah.
look at this Lord spawning in the lower corner.
Oheb.
Edward is
Nggak ada
chasing down
mark.
Oheb. This tale of former teammates just keep on adding
Cooldown
chapters.
skill 2-nya.
Yeah, he knows how much of a lead he has too. He's like, I'll hunt you down if I have to.
Yeah, you don't have the damage, sir.
He's not in any shape to fight Edward either.
Yeah, he's not.
They gotta wait for 2 Lords, honestly, for TLPH, but Aurora, they have all the time in the world.
Jebol
Lord's
midnya.
gonna be spawning in 5 seconds. They probably wouldn't care if TLPH contests, because honestly, they could just fight again. They have the final slash, they have the flickers, they all have the skills and spells to fight into TLPH. This SOD threat is non-existent at the moment.
Kite
Whoa.
from
Nah,
there you
di
go.
ulti dong.
Kill
He jumped in. Carl went in just to
Tangnya
grab
pakai skill
the
2
small
tadi.
camp. He's going to get RWM, and he falls right before this Lord.
It wasn't worth it. They were already gonna get away with highway robbery. The orange falls, and now the Lord as well. The push up top. Aurora's taking everything.
Yeah, we were just mentioning it, man. Like again, oh, the block as well from UA. Look at that positioning. He saw the spear. He saw the spear came
saw it, yep.
from the top side. And just the mindset of Aurora.
Uh-oh.
It
Lah,
feels
lah,
like
lah,
they
lah,
see
sakitnya tuh
everything.
Demek.
Sanford and Noheb waiting patiently here, but they're not going to fall for it. They know that that's a dangerous bush right there. Light will go ahead and check it out. They want to get this last shield down if they can, but they
Okay.
maintain it. But they're going to have a whole lot to deal with once
Yeah.
that Lord gets ready.
Dude, that turn onto Carl TZ, even committing the RWM, they know they know the assignments.
Yeah.
Aurora applying pressure, really looking to pop this holy shield down bottom. Liquid making a last about a minute longer again. That is the threshold of the holy shield, 12 minutes.
pasti
Lord
jebol ini
marching in
minimal
mid.
1 ini jebol.
This is a slow but
Apalagi ada
inevitable
Yves-nya.
end that Aurora
Oh,
are
lagi
looking at. They're up
Granger na
9,000.
jauh
This is
kan.
a totally different state of firepower that compared to what
Pasti
Liquid can
di
bring.
ulti
Yeah,
Yves
3
ini.
waves too, coming out from Aurora. Mind you, there's flickers on all heroes on the
Iyalah.
side of Aurora.
An immaculate
1.
sink from the
enggak.
Northern Lights
Gampang
top
jebol
lane.
lah.
Applying pressure, mid has already fallen. Liquid is feeling the heat. Even in
Itu
their own
gampang
base, they're not
is.
safe. Oh no!
Oh no, final slash going to be used to take out Sanford.
Congkel bang.
Was
Nah
trying
ini
to just
baru.
go ahead and keep that turret up. They bought
Mana
time
kau,
for the
Yves?
Lord to be clear, but RWM dropped down, forcing JP back. They might just lock onto the
2-0
base here.
bang.
They go in with a stun. They force out the beacon from Sanji. There's a jump from JP. They're trying to maintain these
Alamak,
waves, but it's way too much
monster
firepower coming out from
Nggak bisa,
Aurora,
nggak bisa.
and they'll
2-0
do it
bang.
again in under 12 minutes. They pick up another
Giga
kill, and
Aurora,
they'll sweep
top klasmen.
TLPH.